Right, you ready?
Yeah,
Who's starting, you or me?
you can start.
Should I start? Shall I? Hi, everyone.
Yes.
It's Andy from Snow Camp Europe with this week's Inside Edge podcast. As always, I am joined by the man who has more kids than Willy Wonka has Oompa Loompas. It's the
Blah,
Candyman
blah,
himself. It's
blah,
Wouter.
blah.
Right,
Hi,
Wouter,
everyone.
we've got a special guest, and we're not sat
Yes,
together.
I'm actually quite excited about this because it's about AfriSki, and it's the ski school manager of. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm already telling too much. Come on, go and introduce him.
So there we go, folks. We've got a guest. He sat in South Africa, and his name is Shane. And he is, well, you tell us, Shane, who are you and what do you do?
Well, firstly, hello, gentlemen. How's it going? And hello to everyone watching. So, guys, hello. My name is Shane, and I'm from South Africa, Johannesburg, and I'm here to talk about AfriSki Mountain Resort, which is situated in Lesotho. Lesotho is a very small country that is pretty much in the center of South Africa. It's a very high country. It's the whole country is above 1,000 meters. It's a very rural country, and it actually gets a lot of snow. So AfriSki is about 2 hours from the northern border, and it sits in the Maloti mountain range. And we're an all season resort. All season resort, but we're mainly busy in the winter. So most of the staff members are there in winter. At the end of winter, we disappear and keep a couple of the activities going. But big on skiing, big on snowboarding, big on bumboarding, big on family, big on après-ski. And in the summer, we've got a lot of mountain biking and motocross and enduro biking and hiking. Some of the best trout fishing you can find. Some awesome hiking trails, and it's very beautiful up there. But I'm here to talk about the skiing.
Okay, very good. Wouter.
Yes.
Have you got any questions for Shane?
Yeah, I was waiting for you. So, Shane, so you're the ski school manager in the resort?
Yes, so I've been working at AfriSki since 2017. Started off as just an instructor, started off with the kids, working my way up, put in charge of the kids' school, and then worked my way up to the manager. So for the last 3 seasons, I've been managing ski school, as well as the rental area.
Yeah, and just for that people have a bit of an idea of how big is the resort. So how big is the resort in AfriSki? Because it is really the only ski resort in Africa, really, isn't it?
Yes, we used to have another one in South
Yeah.
Africa that was just south of Lesotho, but due to COVID, they've basically been shut down. Excuse me, shut down, and everything's still there. They're trying to get it back up and running, but for now, AfriSki inside of Lesotho is the only resort that we have at the moment. It is a very small resort. It's very high up, so it's at 3,000 meters. The top of our slope is 3,200 meters. So the elevation our slope only goes 200 meters high, and our slope is only 1 kilometer long. And we've separated it into 3 sections: our main slope, our intermediate, and our beginner slope. And right in the corner, we've got our kids section.
Yeah, because I was surprised because I'm skiing almost every day on a glacier, and it also goes till 3,000 meters, let's say. But I was there in June and I got a bit altitude sickness the first 3 days. And I was really surprised because I have been at, a bit higher places. But I got a bit altitude sickness. So I was a bit surprised because you are staying and sleeping. If you are staying there for a night or longer nights, you are sleeping at 3,000 meters. And it is, yeah. I was really surprised about it because how is the setup if you stay there, Shane? Can you tell us a bit about the setup of is there accommodation and you already mentioned après ski because that is quite popular there, isn't it? But how does it look like? What is yeah? Is there what kind of accommodation do you have, and is there restaurants, etc.?
Okay, so yeah, we have a big range of accommodation. Everything from your 1-star backpackers to, I don't know if we have five, I wouldn't say 5-star, but definitely upper 3-star, 4-star accommodation. We struggle a lot with frozen water pipes and electricity. If the electricity, especially if we get snowed in, we have to run on our generators. We have to constantly resupply with gas for our heating, but we've got a full range of accommodation. If you're a student and you want to go cheap and you want to book a small little cabin with just a bunk bed, and you want to use the communal bathroom, that's fine. It's cheap for your mates. And but if you got the whole family or a business and you want to bring 10 people along and book out a chalet that's fully furnished, and it's got underfloor heating, we've got all of that. We've got 2 restaurants on the resort, one main restaurant, and just at the bottom of the slope we've got our cafeteria and bar. As you say, the altitude, it gets to everyone. I don't know what it is about our mountain. We've had people from all over the world come here, and people that have been on taller mountains, and when they come to AfriSki, they just, for something happens and their bodies just shut down, mine included. Even the people that live there, we struggle sometimes, and it can hit you whenever. Like sometimes it's the first day you're there, you start getting headaches, your tummy doesn't work, you feel dizzy, you're coughing, you can't breathe. Sometimes it only hits you a week or 2 in. For me, it hits me throughout the season. So it will hit me the day that I'm there, it will hit me 2 weeks later, then a month later. I don't know what it is, if it's the lack of oxygen there. There's no trees. So
there's no trees now.
there are no trees there. So there's very little oxygen. It's very dry. There's a lot of sand and felt and grass. There's barely a bush. So when the wind blows, it's very dusty, very sandy. We only get a few snowfalls throughout the season. Normally, on average, it would snow once a month. Our season's very short. We're only there for the winter for 3 months. And it can snow. It snows randomly. For example, it snowed a few weeks ago. So normally when it rains throughout South Africa, it will be snowing at AfriSki. And because of the La Nina season that we've had this last year in South Africa, we've had a lot of flooding throughout South Africa and a lot of snowfall in Lesotho. So this last winter season that we had was great for us. It snowed nearly every week. We had a lot of white powder days, which was super for us, and we're not used to that. The guys that have been there for years haven't seen this before, so it was really super, a lot of fun to see so much snow that we had this season.
Shane, with all of those different accommodation options that you just listed there, how many people can stay at one time?
Sorry, I had that in my head and I forgot to say it. We can accommodate around 500 people, 500 guests. So that's excluding the staff members, and we have about 150 to 200 staff members.
Okay, so around 750 people in the village at any one time.
Yeah, that's on a busy day.
Yeah.
We don't normally have that amount of people. And then on a weekend, on a Saturday or Sunday, we get a lot of day visitors, people that just come there for the day. They come there with tour groups and travel agencies, and they rock up in busloads. And we can expect about 1,000 day visitors on a Saturday. I think this last season we had 3 days. I think we broke our record on 3 different Saturdays, and I think we got to 1,300 day visitors, plus all the in-house guests that we had staying there. So the 400 plus guests that we had staying.
So how does that then kind of look on the slopes? If you've got that many people visiting, how are the slopes looking on days like that?
Oh no, Saturday are quite fun. I'm going to use the word fun. We have a lot of people. So it's our beginner slope. A lot of our clientele are beginners. A lot of people that haven't seen snow before. They have no idea what skiing is about. And that's generally throughout South Africa. A lot of South Africans aren't used to seeing snow. I mean, sure, we do get snow here and there. And we do have a big mountain range, the Drakensberg mountain range that goes throughout South Africa. And Lesotho is within that mountain range. So all the mountains are linked up. But South Africans actually have no idea that the mountains get that high up in Lesotho and that we have a lot of snow. So when people get there, they are complete jerrys when it comes to snow. So if you look at the main slope will be empty. You look at the beginner slope's full. Our bumboarding alley is full. Our tubing alley is full. And we're actually, we've got plans for next season to upgrade all of that. So we're going to extend our bumboarding alley, extend our beginner slope, extend the tubing alley, and have a lot more area for those people. I mean, even our bathroom line for the bathroom gets pretty long on a day like that, and they're going to extend the bathroom so we can accommodate the traffic on said days. Even our parking lots, we've been looking at extending the parking lot. We just have issues with that because it's in a marshland, so there's a lot of hollow ground and a lot of water, and everything on that mountain just runs down because AfriSki is situated in a valley, and we've got 10 dams along the valley. And all for our snowmaking, our cleaning water, our drinking water, all of that comes from there. And that whole mountain is just wet. Everything is just running down the mountain to the rivers below. So it's very difficult to build in certain areas.
Yeah, because because you have snowmaking machines, don't you? It's a lot of artificial snow because you said before, it's once a month it snows. So it's mainly the snowmaking machines, and how does that work? When do you open then? Because when do you try to open always? When is June, July?
So our season runs June, July, August, and we try open as soon as we can. Beginning of August, excuse me.
June.
Beginning of June.
Yeah.
Beginning of June, we want to try be open as soon as possible. So some of us will be there a little bit before, a month before. So we'll be there in May to start prepping everything, get everything ready, make sure all the cannons are ready, the ice lancers are ready, all the compressors are working. There's no water issues, and start snowmaking as soon as possible.
Yeah. And do you have a snow park
within
as
the
well?
first week? Sorry?
Do you have a snow park as well?
Yes, we do. So it changes throughout the season depending on how much snow we have because, as you said, we're very dependent on snowmaking. We can't rely on natural snow. The natural snow does make a huge difference and helps a lot.
Yeah.
But most of our slope is from snowmaking. And on the side of our main slope, we've got it's a very big biking alley. So they're huge jumps and features that were initially for BMX and enduro, like some huge features, and they'll use that as a snow park. And they've got extra features, so they'll have a park team, and like a lot of us, ski school and ski patrol will help, or the building features, shaving features, whatever needs waxing, whatever needs snow, whatever needs moving. They'll build a really nice park on the side, and if there's enough snow, they'll put it in the middle on the side of the slope, next to our T-bar lift. So we've got two options for a snow park. But we've had some really good freestyle sessions at AfriSki.
Yeah, because I was really surprised because that there were some really good skiers as well. There were good skiers and snowboarders, and the park was good. And some people were really good in the park. So it was really, really. I had something completely different in my mind before I arrived, of course. So it was really good. It was nice to see, and also that everyone is so passionate about the snow sport, if it's now snowboarding or skiing. It was really, really nice. It's like a bit of a seasonaire feeling and vibe, and everyone's really passionate about the sport. So it was really, really interesting. Yeah. That's true. And Shane, how is the AfriSki in AfriSki? What is it the same like a bit here in Europe, or how does it is everyone on the booth
This is a very
after
important
skiing?
question.
Yes.
So yeah, absolutely. We are big on AfriSki. Some of us a bit too much, I would say, especially at that altitude. So one beer at AfriSki is the equivalent to 3 beers at sea level. So
sounds good.
People come there to have a good time, and they have too much of a good time sometimes.
Yeah,
Um,
because how much is a beer in AfriSki, Shane? How much does a beer cost?
so our main beer is Maloti beer,
Yeah,
and we go for 30. It was 36 rand
yeah.
this
How
last
much is
season.
that in euros
36 rand a
again?
beer.
It was like €2 or
It's
something,
a
wasn't it?
year and a half, I think.
Yeah, something like
Oh yeah,
that.
just under
150.
€2. Yeah,
And you're only going to need 3 of them to
Yeah,
equate
yeah,
to 6 beers or 9
yeah.
beers.
yeah.
Nine
And
beers.
it's where up here
Whoa.
everything
Nine
hits
beers.
you slowly, so it takes longer to feel drunk. The being drunk feels longer, and then the hangover hits you only the afternoon the next day. So everything's
Sign me up. I
prolonged.
mean,
Everything's prolonged.
I'm up for that. Let's try it.
Yeah.
We
So
could
yeah,
we could call it an experiment. Après-ski experiment.
And what about the music? What music is being? Is it modern music or is it like Hoompa Loompa music? What do you play
music.
always?
We chop and change every day.
Yeah.
We take turns playing the music. So some of the times we'll play your family friendly, general kind of radio kind of music, and we'll swap. We'll have days that we try and play après music from overseas. We'll play. I like to play a couple of Austrian and German tunes and play our yodels and play some proper AfriSki tunes. But then the days we'll play like some proper ski vibes. We'll have some punk and some rock. And then, then we'll switch between our South African music and our Lesotho music, our Amapiano and our South African house music. And then some days when it becomes to a party, we'll play our drum and bass and our trance music. In the past, we've had a very big music festival at the end of the season, our Winterfest. It's our party to end the season. And it's normally a performance festival. So we have big bands coming over and performing. And it's been a while since we've had some super big names come through. But I mean, it's ever since COVID. So we've had Winterfest since COVID, but we want to now make it big again. So we used to have some really big events, but at the moment we still trying to get it back to what it was.
Yeah, there as well. I was really really like pleasantly surprised, like because I said there was a seasonaire vibe and people come there to have a drink and the music is good and the food is also good. The restaurant is really nice. So it was really it was interesting. It was nice to see really because it's just a nice vibe. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. So yeah, I don't know, Andy, you wrote some questions down or not?
Yeah, another question I have got is the visitors. Obviously, you said are predominantly South Africans. Do you get any Europeans?
Oh yes, absolutely. I think nearly every week we've got someone from somewhere all over the world.
Okay.
Especially our ski school. We've had people from all over the world inside our ski school. People from all over Europe, people from England, Scotland, Ireland, people from America, Canadians. We've had Japanese, we've had Georgians, Russians, Argentinians. I had people from even some random Africans, people from random countries in Africa that you're like, wow. So we've had people from all over the world.
How big's the ski school in the way of number of ski teachers?
This season we're small. We only had 15 instructors this last season. In the past, we've had up to 25, I think 30 or 25, 30 instructors at peak. But this season we only had 15.
And are they all locals or are people coming to work the short season from elsewhere?
Some Lesotho and some South African, and then we do have a couple of internationals that we try get, especially for our freestyles. I need some crazy freestylers from overseas. It's nice to have some level 3, level 4 guys to come along and show us what's what. Wouter, for example, and we've got a good relationship and friends from overseas, so we try get our friends back and say, hey, what are you doing next season? Would you like to come back? So I'm already got people messaging me for next season, so
okay,
it's
so
good.
Wouter, just for the people who haven't seen the other podcast we made about AfriSki, just kind of give a little bit of insight of what you were doing when you were there last summer.
Oh, I was doing an examination course for the Austrian Ski Instructor Association. So we did a level 1 and a level 2. but mainly for level 1, to get the instructor qualified in the ski school Shane, is managing. So that's what I did, and I was really I was hooked on it straight away. It was really like it was. Yeah, I found it really good. As I said, it was a nice atmosphere. Yeah, it was really nice. It was intriguing to see that someone had the vision of like building a lift there, because it is in the middle of nowhere. And there's a multiple, so they've got a beginner area, they've got an intermediate, they've got bum boarding area. But basically it's the T-bar lift. And yeah, but it's just like, yeah, like in a way mental, like whoever came up with that. It's like really good, and it's it was fantastic. But I was just doing an qualification for the ski school. I was giving
Okay. And Shane, is there any plans to expand in any way?
Besides our beginner slope, I don't know if there's chats to extend our main slope, and if we have the ability to do that with the land and terrain that's there at the moment. But I mean, we're wanting to make our rental area bigger. We've got a new piston bully on its way already. We've got new ski equipment that's coming, all from Austria. So it's all already on containers, and it's in the process of being shipped at the moment. So we're getting a whole lot of new gear and stuff. And like they're already starting to demolish some of the land now there, so we can extend our beginner slope as well as the tubing alley and bumboarding alley. So for now, that we just focused on that for now.
Cool. And just going back to go on.
So we've also been building accommodation for the last couple of years. So they've always been slowly like making more and more accommodation.
Just
trying to build on, and plans to extend the restaurant and the toilets and just the general infrastructure. They've been working on our waterworks this last year, so our waterworks are getting much better.
Yeah, because I was really also the accommodation. It was super flashy. No, you said like, yeah, we've got accommodation for every type, but I thought the accommodation was pretty good. It was good. The restaurant was good. The food was good. But the service was good. But the accommodation, yes, was really, really good. It was really good. There's like little chalets, so people understand. It's like all over the resort. So you've got the lift going up in that way. And then around it, it's like chalets everywhere. It's really, really, it's good setup.
And you mentioned the restaurants. How many restaurants is there?
There's one main restaurant, and then it's in the middle of the resort at the bottom of the valley. And then like about 100 meters across is our cafeteria and bar. So they sell food during the day, and then at nighttime they stop and it becomes a bar. The restaurant sells food throughout the day and night.
Okay, and when just thinking about AfriSki again, when are people starting Apres and when are they finishing Apres?
Some people when they get to the resort and when they leave.
Yeah, exactly. Good. Sounds fantastic.
So go on or however long you're there. If you're there for 4 days, it can be a 4-day bender.
Yeah, because
it just depends on the people.
But yeah, because how long normally do people come for the day, Shane, or do people stay there multiple nights? How does it work?
So people normally come here for 3 or 4 days. So it would be, maybe a Thursday to a Sunday. We used to have a different package system. It was a 4-day package. So it used to be like Monday to Thursday, Thursday to Sunday, and then it would swap in and out. Recently it's been difficult. It's different bookings, and people book during the school holidays, and there's 2 different school holidays during the season. So we've got the government and the public and private school holidays that are different times, and we'll have some people here for 2 days, some people here for 1 day, some people there for another certain amount of days. I'm not actually sure for this next season. I think they're doing something with the accommodation. I think you can only book accommodation for 3 days. I'm not sure how they're doing it. So they're trying to focus people on getting here for a certain amount of time. But I'm not actually sure, because I know for our ski school packages, we're still selling ski school packages for a daily package, a 2-day package, a 3-day and then up to a 5-day. So everything from 1 to 5-day packages.
Yeah. So you also could come for the day or not?
Yes, so you
Yeah.
can just come there for the day, which is like I say, on a Saturday, which is normally our busiest day. We'll have a lot of people just there for the day,
Yeah.
specifically the afternoon. A lot of people will travel all the way from South Africa. Um, again, it can be multiple hours. So from my home personally, it takes me 6 to 7 hours to get to AfriSki. So a lot of people, they decide to leave, and I wouldn't say early in the morning, they leave late, and then they arrive late in the afternoon, and they want a ski lesson. And we're like, sorry guys, our slope is closing soon. Why did you get here so late? But yeah, we have a lot of people just rocking up for the day.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think if you're ever around, also for viewers and in general, if you were in South Africa in the winter, well, South African winter, of course, because it's on the southern hemisphere, really, would definitely worth it to go and ski in AfriSki, and or just have a look at it, or just a night or 2 nights or 3 nights. It's definitely worth it because it's so interesting. It's so cool. It's like it's being a little bit in a different planet.
Sounds like an experience. Sounds like a
Yeah,
right
it's
experience.
really it definitely is, because we went from there and then we went to Durban for a couple of days to just stay at the beach a little. So you can even make it like, it was still warm enough, on the coast of around Durban. It's not too far away, and you can do you can do and a little bit beach and well, yeah, it was. You could still and even skiing. It's fantastic. So yeah, yeah,
Yeah, one of the few places that you can ski and snowboard and surf on the same day.
yeah. Well, it's quite a lot. It's like what it's 5 hours drive or something like that. But still, yeah, 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 yeah. Good, yeah, yeah, yeah. And his phone is going.
Oh dear.
Okay, Shane. And how was it financial? Did you have a good season financially? And was it good in general? Were you happy with the season and customers?
Yes,
And
this last season was a great success. Had a
good.
strong team, had a fun
Yeah,
team.
yeah,
We had an awesome season, like weather-wise. So we had
yeah.
a lot of snow,
Good,
and financially was a success. So we
good.
we reached our target and then some.
Yeah, okay, that's good because it is
So
important, isn't it, that AfriSki does financially well, isn't it? Otherwise,
yeah, and which is
it's
great for next year's plans. So already the
yeah,
plans are in the work. Like I said, the new piston bully is ready; it's on its way. The new
yeah,
gear, having our waterworks geared up, which are
yeah,
going great at the moment, and all the
yeah, good,
construction that's going to happen for next season. So it's
yeah,
super.
yeah, because it is, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, that's fantastic news.
Can we talk about your winter plans, Shane? Is that something we can also talk about?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Because that was one of your colleagues trying to call me.
Oh wow.
So for the people outside of this room, which is the three of us, tell us what you're going to be doing this winter, because it's just been confirmed today, right?
Yes, yes, yes. I just need to look at the plane tickets now. But I'm planning on visiting Austria. Going to I would say small to you guys, but huge to me, a smallish resort in the center of Austria called Wurzelalm.
Yeah.
So I spoke to Stefan when about 2 hours ago. We had a good chat, and I'm excited to go visit, and they're excited to have me come and visit.
Good
Yeah,
stuff.
So plan
I
is to
think
go there January, February, March, and have a 3-month winter season with them.
yeah, because
And
that is also
put
a little bit of an underrated ski resort because it's not so big. But Andy, you've been there a season,
Yeah.
and I know it a little bit, and it's one of these places that get shit ton of snow,
It
and it's
is.
really good for some free riding, and it's good. It's one
Touring.
of the best paid ski schools in Austria.
Okay. Okay, I just
It's
made my decision. I'm taking
it,
my snowboard with after what you've
yes,
just told me.
yeah. Just get some rental skis from the. You're either a snowboarder or a skier, so yeah, bring a snowboard and definitely get some rental skis.
Yeah. Yeah, the snow record is pretty amazing, really. It sits on a pass and it's got its own microclimate. So when other places in Austria have got nothing, then they always seem to have lots and lots of snow.
That's correct.
And definitely when I was back there, like the whole of Austria used to get more snow than we get now, and the amount of snow that would pile up was incredible. But it's not as small as it looks on the map, because two of the runs are extremely long. One of them's about 7 kilometers long. As Vat says, there's a lot of free ride opportunities and tour opportunities. And getting up the mountain is super quick. It's got the fastest funicular railway in Europe. It takes about 7 minutes. And the other good thing is the ski school, as you'll see, is actually situated on a plateau at the top of this lift. So you're on snow from the minute you walk out the office, where a lot of ski schools that are in villages, you've then got to travel up with your clients. So you are actually on the slope the minute you step out of the office with your clients, which is fantastic. So you get maximum time in the lessons. But you'll have a great time. It's a great ski school, great location, and couple of fun places around as well to après.
Not as good
I
as
can't wait.
AfriSki though.
AfriSki can be a bit overwhelming though. I told Stefan, he's like, it's a very small place. It's not too big to party. And I was like, listen, I'll appreciate any party we have, but we party enough at AfriSki. It's good to have a break.
Yeah.
So,
The team at the Vertam like to party.
yeah, but I like to do both. I like to party and take it easy as well.
That's
so
good.
you
It's
got
good
to
you have a good
balance.
winter.
Got to have a balance.
Cool.
Yeah.
Bauer, any more questions?
No, I don't. I thought more. Yeah, you ask the questions because you didn't really. But no.
I did.
I think
I asked some
I
very
think
important questions.
what? Huh?
I asked about après-ski.
Yeah. Very. Yeah. I think it's just interesting, the whole setup of AfriSki, and I think it's really it's such a unique place, and I think people should know a little bit more about it, because I think. If you're in South Africa, or you are somewhere in, in Africa in general, you're on, you're, let's say you're on a road trip or you're tripping, you want to, would definitely visit AfriSki, and I hope we're doing maybe also another instructor qualification again in June. So any people who want to become an instructor, they can maybe do it in AfriSki. But that's up to Shane, and of course in the resort. But but it's just a nice place to visit and see.
Very good, very good. We could maybe do a Snow Camp Europe camp in
You
July.
need to go away. Okay. Oh,
Bring the whole of
Snow
Snow Camp
Camp
to AfriSki.
Europe South Africa edition.
yes, correct.
Let's
correct,
do it.
correct.
Like our upcoming Italian adventure.
Yes, I've also been thinking, no, but it's really good. It's really, really good. It's really good. Yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks for joining us, Shane. And as you're coming over to Austria, then we will see you relatively soon, no doubt. And maybe when your season ends at the Vertam, pop over to Kaprun for a day or two, and we can take you up the glacier.
Yeah,
that would be super.
Nice. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, it would be nice.
And then to touch on what Wouter said, it was super to have you for the season. All of our guys are grateful. So on behalf of all of our guys, thank you so much.
Yeah, no worries.
So our qualified guys are on their way all over the world, doing the things, doing the stuff. So myself, I'm going to Austria. I've got an instructor going to Japan. Other instructors that have applied to China, to Club Med. Guys that are going all over the place with their Anwärter. So I'm going to be putting my Anwärter to use this season. So thank you so much. And we definitely want you back next season. So
okay, that's good to know. Yeah, because I also forgot to say, of course, it was okay, it's all because of the also Snow Sports Academy, the association, and okay, no, that's nice to hear, Shane. Yeah, thank you very much, and thanks for
Yeah, sorry, I don't want to interrupt you. Sorry, carry on.
No, whatever you can. No, it was just
I just want to
Yeah, no, thanks for everything. It was nice, and it was really, and thanks for coming and have a chit chat with us about AfriSki, because, it's just a cool place. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, Andy. Do you've got anything else?
No, that's pretty much it from us, I think. Thanks, Shane, for joining us. As Wouter said, it sounds extremely well. Wouter knows it's an extremely interesting part of the world where there is skiing that a lot of people don't know about. So, as we've said already, everybody check it out. And if you find yourself in South Africa and you want to go for a bit of a slide, then get yourself to AfriSki.
Yeah.
So thanks, Shane, for joining us. I'm just going to take you off the screen for a second, and then we'll come back and talk to you.
Okay. Only a pleasure, guys. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for your time. Good to meet you, Andy. And Wouter, thank you so much for the hookup to Austria.
Yeah.
I'll be seeing you guys soon.
All right. Thanks. Thanks.
There you go, folks. That was Shane from AfriSki. Obviously, we know Wouter's been there in the past, and obviously Wouter's got an understanding of how it is. Pretty interesting, eh, Wouter, I think.
Yeah, it's very interesting. And as I said, like, it's definitely worth a visit, you know, maybe a night or 2 nights just to see it and be there. And, you know, because it's, of course, back to back. It's in the winter, you know, it's summer here if it's winter there. But it's just the accommodation is class. The people are really nice. It's not a big resort, of course, but it's just being out there and have a look. And I think I said to Shane as well, like, oh, Shane, you should offer like the instructor course there, you know, for all the African continent. And I think that's a little bit the plan. And but it's just a super nice vibe. It's really good.
Yeah, it sounds like an experience, definitely.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah,
all right, cool. So thanks, everybody. We will see you next week on the Inside Edge podcast, where me and Wouter will probably be back sat in a hotel somewhere talking about someone's bad skiing on Instagram, no doubt.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Bye, everybody.
So that is the plan for next week, Andy?
Maybe.
Okay. All right. Good. I'm looking forward to it because I've got some people on my radar.
Wouter wants to roast some Instagram skiers again.
No, I don't want to roast Instagram skiers. Just
all right, cool. So bye for now, everybody.
All right, see ya. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much.
Bye.